Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for for June 2023. We're going to jump right in here, Cancer, and just see what's going on for you. In your current general energies, you have this halfway there card. It says the wheel is turning, destined, inevitable, karmic cycles. Follow the flow of events. You have this card that says in just a few weeks. The universe is supporting you. A network, meeting, socializing, eventually everything connects. So again, if you've been waiting for something, I would say a few weeks. And, I'm doing this video on May 19th, and it will be out on the 20th. So if you're watching this early, I feel like whatever you're waiting for will happen in just a few weeks. So, it might be like a couple weeks into June or, whatever, especially if you're like waiting for something to enter into your life, or, I kind of get like waiting for movement because we have the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords can represent moving on to calmer shores. And you could just be waiting for like an improvement in your life. You could be waiting for an approval in your life. Like you could be trying to get approved for a job, a loan, whatever the case may be. And, I kind of feel that could be coming in for you with that Six of Swords. It's like you're finally getting what you want. For others, I do feel it's kind of interesting because I do feel that there are some sacrifices that will have to be made here. It's literally popping into my head. But I don't think these are like bad sacrifices. It's like if you want love, for example, right here, maybe you would have to move, or maybe you have to make the sacrifice of letting a person into your personal space, right? That is a sacrifice. So it is popping into my head that there's like something that maybe has to be sacrificed here. I feel like you could be attracting someone very successful. Could be an earth sign, or Pisces really stands out to me. Aries does as well. So, take it how it resonates. Could be any sign, but, what I would say here is I feel that you finally see this clearly. Some of you, I feel, could be seeing a person very clearly. Like it's like maybe you're seeing that a person is your person, especially if you've been like dating or meeting new people or whatever. So I kind of feel that feeling here. This is the Queen of Swords, by the way, and she sees things clearly. What's standing out to me is this right here, is that on a traditional Queen of Swords, she's always facing this direction. She kind of is here in this card, but it's like I feel like you see some sort of new beginning that will lead to a celebration here in your life. So we're gonna have to dig more into this. I'm not exactly sure where that's going, but there's some sort of celebration coming in for you. You have the Six of Swords. Again, I was getting the word sacrifice, and you have the Hangman. The Hangman has sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs, so he is another card of sacrifice. And it's like you're moving on to calmer shores. Yeah, sure. I feel like you're moving towards improvements, sure, but there's like some sort of change that's going on here. It's some of you are definitely leaving something behind, or you will be leaving something behind in the future. It's kind of weird. It's popping for some of you. It could be like a business. Is this a bad thing though? I would say no. Intuitively, it kind of gives me the vibes that you could be attracting a person who like makes more than enough money. We literally see it right here with the King of Pentacles. So, for some of you, it's like maybe you have a business or maybe you have a career, but maybe you meet a person like where you have a family with that person. You just don't need to work, right? Or it could be just something else. Like for some of you also, by the way, if you have a business, I am also getting that you could be teaming up with a person, and this is very specific, and it's almost like they could be absorbing your business, for example. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're purchasing you, a very specific message. But, again, I feel like it would be very good. It looks very successful, like a successful new beginning to me, especially, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles to the Fool. It would be a very successful new beginning. So did I say Six of Pentacles? I meant Six of Wands. Six of Wands, a card of success and abundance. It's also kind of funny because I feel like you could be attracting a connection that people are jealous of in the future. So if you are looking for love, this could definitely be something where it's like people are jealous that you got this person or something like that. So definitely seems like a good person to me. We're in a good time for love in general, so it doesn't surprise me. With the Queen of Swords, yes, you see something very clearly about your finances. Again, remember, I wasn't exactly sure where this was going. Some of you, clearly, with the Three of Cups, it's about teaming up with another person in work or business. If you're thinking about doing that, I would say definitely do it. It looks to me like it'll be very successful. For some of you, this could just be a new beginning in work or business, and again, I also feel it'll be very successful with that Eight of Pentacles. With the Six of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles, another card of teamwork, by the way. So, teamwork makes the dream work for sure. I'm always saying this to your opposite sign, Capricorn, that, teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you can do to work with other people would be a good idea. There's something, the thing with the Three of Pentacles is that it stands out. It's a card of quality work. He has done a good job on the traditional Three of Pentacles. So I feel for some of you, it's like you could be attracting something that stands out in your life. It does not have to be love. It could be like a job that really stands out. Maybe it pays you more money. It's like Three of Pentacles. There's like something extra. Normally there's a fire triangle and the water triangle below it. So it's like if it's a job, it would be maybe you get a job. Maybe you have like a choice between jobs, but it's like one will have more benefits or will have a better vacation time or something like that. Again, I would be looking for those more exceptional opportunities with the Three of Pentacles because Three of Pentacles says they exist. So if you're looking for something, don't just look for any old job or any old bozo in a relationship. Look for something that is exceptional, right? That's like what the Three of Pentacles says. With the Six of Wands, you have the Page of Pentacles. I mean, just going this way, I feel that there is a person who's very exceptional coming in for you. It could be an earth sign, or if it's not an earth sign, it's like a water sign with a bunch of earth, or earth sign with a bunch of water, something like that going on here. But I would say someone very stable. It's King of Pentacles. Doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to, by the way, but King of Pentacles is someone who wants something permanent. Someone who wants something that lasts for a very long period of time. So that definitely looks good. I would also say that, again, Page of Pentacles can be like a new job. So there you go. Next, you have in the area, I always forget. What are we doing today? The critical information you need to hear right now. You have the Stag Spirit. It says, you are meant for great things. Trust in all that you have to offer. Yes, greatness is coming in for you. You have this Tears of Remorse. It says, make peace with your regrets and allow the past to guide your actions in the future. Yes, what you can't change in the past, change in the future, of course. So, I feel like you need to let go of anything that has kept you stuck, especially with this Hangman, King of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I feel like the Hangman is talking about maybe some sacrifices you've made. We've all made the sacrifice of time in relationships that haven't worked. So, it's like maybe that's what you're regretting here. It could also be with the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. It could say that there maybe are regrets about the time that you've invested in working on projects or businesses that haven't worked out. It's kind of funny as well because I kind of feel that there could almost be like an aha moment as well where in like business, maybe you realize, especially for those of you that have a business or a career, it's like there could be some moment where you realize that you've been doing things a hard way, and I feel like you could be discovering more efficient ways of doing things. I keep telling people, the next 20 years is going to be all about efficiency. It's like, what's the easiest way you can do the things that you do, right? And I can't answer that question for you. You're going to have to figure it out. But, I would say some of you could be having regrets about time. But again, you can fix it now. You have the King of Pentacles. Again, if this is love, I definitely feel this is like a permanent connection that could be coming in for you here. If it's not love, I feel, and even if it is, I feel like you are clearly improving your finances here in some way. There's like some sort of big financial improvement. I almost feel this feeling of like just being, I'm not saying that you're like being more bold, although I do kind of feel like that's that. I think you're just looking at things that have held you back. And I feel like you're saying like, why have I let this scare me? It's like maybe you have a business and you need to get clients and maybe you've been afraid to like advertise or something like that. And I feel like you're saying like, oh, I don't even know why this scares me. I'm just going to do it. So, it's like I do think we can be afraid of success sometimes, and because of like maybe the freedom that it provides, or it's like sometimes when you make more money, then you start fearing losing it, right? So there's like a lot more responsibility that comes along with that, and I don't know. I just get this weird feeling on the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're being more of a boss, and normally I don't really feel that in the King of Pentacles, but I definitely do for you. You have the High Priestess here. Like I said, definitely could be a Pisces. Could be any sign, general reading, but definitely trust your intuition. I would also encourage education here. You see how she's reading that book? She represents mysteries, and you have the Page of Pentacles right here. So the Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness. The High Priestess, she kind of encourages you to explore mysteries, to figure out like the things that you don't understand or things that you don't know. She just says, okay, learn about it. And learning about it will bring in more opportunity. With the Hangman, you have the Nine of Wands. Something about opening up here. Nine of Wands is very guarded. Hangman, he normally has like his legs kind of crossed, behind him. It's popping into my head. So, I feel like some of you, this is about like needing to open up to a person or needing to open up in a situation. Something like that is popping into my head. And don't give up at this time. clearly within a few weeks, you are like very, very close to a goal. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, duh, right? It's like, of course, yes, this is a very strong connection. Probably soulmate connection. So if you're attracting love, there you go. The other thing I would say is that the Two of Cups represents you and your higher self. So, with the High Priestess here, it can really kind of say, I'll say this. The High Priestess normally has no roof over her head. And it says whatever she wants to accomplish, the sky's the limit. There are no limits to what she can accomplish. But she has to, trust her intuition, her higher self, things like that. With the High Priestess, you have the Hangman. Yeah, there you go. Definitely a Pisces. It wouldn't surprise me if like a billion of you were dealing with a Pisces here, but take it how it resonates. Could be any sign. Could be a person with a lot of Pisces in their chart as well. The other thing I would say is that this could represent freedom. It's like, how much more do you need to think about something with the High Priestess? She kind of represents potential. She can represent actually an opportunity that's entering into your life that has unlimited potential, but you have to be the one to make it happen. So I would definitely get moving here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this privileged lady, and you also have this child card. Could be meeting a person who, again, has money or something like that. You could feel very privileged to be with that person, and it could be a person you have children with. Maybe for a small percentage of you, there are already children in the picture, but I feel for the most part, this is more talking about a person that you could have children with. So I definitely feel that here. I also just feel that you could, again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you're attracting privileges into your life, like more money, more success, because of, I wouldn't even call these risks. It's more it's almost like you're looking at things that scared you. I'm not saying you were afraid of these things, but like I said, maybe you're afraid of advertising or in business, or maybe you're afraid of asking people for money in business. It's almost like you're looking at those types of things in work and business. Maybe you've been afraid to ask for a raise in work, and it's like you're doing it. You're overcoming the fear. I feel like it's literally increasing your privileges. You literally have the Fool, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Wands. The Fool says you need to go ask for what you want. So if you want a raise or promotion at work, go ask. Make it happen. Squeaky wheel gets the grease with the Fool card. So, I would take the leap of faith. Same thing in love as well. Maybe you need to flirt with a person or whatever. So, I would make your move, shoot your shot, do what you got to do here with the Fool card. There's something about a very passionate new beginning coming in for you. So I definitely feel that. You have the Three of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with the heartbreak. Kind of interesting because there's two skeletons there that are heartbroken. So I kind of feel that you could be dealing with a person who's also been heartbroken recently. So you could be attracting a person who's been through something very similar to what you have been through. And I don't think you mirror each other, but I feel like you just have a similar, maybe that's something that stands out to you about this person. Like if you're wondering, who is this person? It could be like a friend, and maybe they went through something similar to you. It's like, that's how you will know who it is. You have the Two of Wands. I would encourage you to take the lead on anything that you want to create in your life with the Two of Wands. It really is a card of leadership. It's a card of taking control. Definitely a card of leaving a comfort zone. I see a lot of comfort zone leaving going on here. It's like you're, making some changes or moving in new directions. And that's probably going to lead to the most success for you here, Cancer. So definitely like that. With the Fool, you have the Chariot. Yes, definitely victory. Major victory coming in for you here. And a celebration. Something about moving here. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if either you're moving or if there was a person coming in from a distance, something like that. Because that Chariot definitely looks like a move to me. With the Three of Swords, you have the Page of Cups. Yes, the whole reading is just repeating itself at this point. Definitely love. Some sort of admirer here. It's probably someone that you have your eye on, or vice versa. They could have their eye on you, but we have the Three of Cups, and so it's going to lead to some sort of celebration. I feel like you recognize this person. It's like maybe you don't know this person, but once you meet them, it's kind of like that recognition of each other. I feel that feeling, a very deep kind of soul connection. I don't know where I'm going with this, but there you go, Cancer. Figure it out. With the Two of Wands, you have the Hierophant. Could lead to marriage. Could also be a Taurus coming in for you as well, because you have a Taurus twice and a lot of Earth showing up here. So wouldn't really surprise me, but definitely will probably lead to marriage if you want to get married. For others, I kind of feel this is talking about breaking the rules. Sometimes I feel it's like not always true, but sometimes I feel like the Hierophant says you need to think outside the box. So, like if you're trying to grow your business or your career, Two of Wands would say you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, or you've been doing things the same for too long. And so the Hierophant can represent doing things differently, changing the way that you do things. That'll probably lead to the most success. So don't be afraid to try new things in like work and business. Next, in the area of the good stuff, whatever shows up here, it's going to be good no matter what. You have this ancestral money block showing up here. It says there are false beliefs about money passed down from your ancestors. Kind of weird because I'm pretty sure I said this to you recently. Something about changing your money blocks. You have this black magic card. It says negative energies are hindering your growth and success. Again, obviously this is the good stuff, so wouldn't worry about this. I feel like, I always say this last row is meant to represent the good stuff. No matter what, it's going to be good. But I would still protect yourself. If you need, any protection rituals or anything like that you can do would be a good idea. I do feel like you are overcoming money blocks. I also feel like you've been learning a lot. It's like the learning is what has kind of helped you overcome money blocks, right? That's kind of like what I'm getting. It's like the things that you have learned have been the thing that is actually improving your money blocks. So, I definitely feel that energy here. You have the Three of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So, number one, I also feel that you could be attracting a person who maybe they help you overcome money blocks. So again, it looks like a very successful person, like we already talked about, if you're looking for love. And, I kind of feel like they help break you out of things, which could be a good thing. I also would encourage you to socialize here. Three of Cups to me is just a card of your community. And sometimes I feel it just says like you need to socialize. You need to get out in public and have fun, not for any reason other than to get out of your head. It's like I always tell people, it's like I notice in my businesses, everything that I work on, things start not working when I'm like just only working. So it's like if I don't have fun, if I don't travel, if I don't do things I enjoy doing, things start to suck, right? And so again, I feel that we have to do things in balance, and I definitely feel that Three of Cups is saying like if you're working all the time, or even if you're loving all the time, it's like time to do something else. You have the Four of Pentacles. Again, in the good stuff, I feel like you're letting go of the past and you're moving towards things that could probably lead to a lot more like success, in your life. I feel like you're letting go of comfort zones as well. I also feel like you're letting go of a small situation is what's popping into my head. You have the Eight of Swords. So again, no need to beat a dead horse. I feel like you are letting go of things. Eight of Swords could also suggest in the area of the good stuff that you're coming up with more ways of doing things. Like Eight of Swords kind of represents only seeing one way of doing things when there are, a million ways to do things. So it looks to me like you're coming up with like better solutions in your life, to problems. But again, it doesn't even have to be problems. We can always improve things that are going well. So I feel like you could be finding improvements. Like I said with business, like in business, your business might be supporting you, but could always be better. So, maybe you're doing something there. With the Three of Cups, you have the Judgment card. I'm telling you right now, this is like a past life connection type of thing. The weird thing is, I feel like this is, it's like you're receiving blessings because of this relationship. I definitely do not think this is always true, right? It's like, how many sucky relationships have you been in? Probably plenty, right? But it's like there are certain blessings that come with this connection. So, take that for what it's worth. And, I really feel this is like a good connection if you're attracting love. Could be another Cancer I'm getting as well. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like you see things clearly. I feel like you see the situations that have kept you small. I was getting the word small in that Four of Pentacles. And you have that Ancestral Money Blocks card again. But it's so weird. I was kind of alluding to this earlier. I don't remember where, but I was like saying that it's almost like you're overcoming these fears. But it's like maybe you're realizing how small these fears or the worries that you have actually are. And it's allowing you to overcome them, which could be like making you more money because you're getting over money blocks, or it could be attracting love, or whatever else you want. So I would encourage that for sure. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups. Yes, I feel like you're, number one, I feel like some of you are cutting things out very quickly that no longer serve you. Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups. For others, I feel you're just walking away from things. It's like you're not afraid to walk away from something that hasn't been worth it. And clearly you're walking towards things or towards something that is like very worth it for you here, Cancer. So looks really good. We're gonna pull 5 main themes. I'm using the this is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, this deck. People always ask me. This is like my favorite deck, so there you go. You have this Authority card. Again, kind of reminds me of the Hierophant. So any of your like outside the box ideas, any of your wild ideas, I'm getting mostly in like work or business, but again, take how it resonates. We can use outside the box ideas in any area of life, and I would definitely encourage that with this card. I feel, that your wilder side, wacky ideas could be genius, especially this month, so take advantage of it. You have this speculation card. This is Jupiter in Cancer. Really good card. And look, there are two people at the top of this card. I'm telling you right now, there's definitely love coming in for those of you that want it. It's like I feel either you or someone has been speculating. It's like maybe you have your eye on a person or whatever, and it's like, like you're thinking, I wonder if we'd be good together or something. Like you've been thinking about it. But I feel this is saying now it's time to bring this into the 3D. It's like time to get it out of your head and into the world, So there you go. You have this discovery card, a lot of travel. I would encourage exploration. Could literally be through traveling, but with the Page of Pentacles in your reading as well, I always say, Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness. You can go on an adventure in your mind. You can learn a new skill. It's funny, someone left me a comment the other day, and they were saying something about, I said something in the reading about like making money, and they were like, well, I've been making the same amount of money for 20 years, and so I don't see that happening. And I'm not making a comment about the comments. I'm just saying that, it's interesting because, it's like the way I see things. If I want to make more money, I just learn how to make more money. It's just that simple. And, I think people overcomplicate the whole making money thing, and, and not trying to brag here, but as someone who makes plenty, I can tell you that it's not as hard as you think. So, and I'm stupid, right? I fell on my head when I was 10 years old. I always tell people, like, if I can do it, you can do it. I fell on my head when I was 10 years old. I became a D student after that, literally after a brain injury, and like I couldn't read, I couldn't pay attention, nothing. So it's like, if I can do it, you can do it. So there you go. But I'd say don't just like sit there and be like, oh, I just can't do anything, right? It's like, well, if you have 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth, then you can probably figure it out. You have this convention card. This is the only thing you have to do. You have to break free from convention. I do not like readings that have the King of Pentacles with this card, because King of Pentacles is a card of convention, the way things have always been done. The card of convention represents the way things have always been done. The problem with this is that we have Pluto and Aquarius, which is like you need to find new ways of doing things. I said this on the Hierophant. Think outside the box. Those ideas are going to be very successful. Next you have, and finally you have this bluff card. It's like calling someone's bluff here. So, some of you could be like calling someone's bluff, although I feel very abundant about this card. It's almost like you're, it's like this could be like an ex or something like that. Maybe an ex comes in, because you have the Judgment card, which could be someone from the past. It's kind of giving me those feelings where you're saying like, no, I don't want you anymore. And it's like you're taking that type of risk as well, I see, where you could be just saying, no, I'm not going back to this. You could be taking another type of risk as well of giving a new person your time. And I feel like it's going to pay off very nicely for you here, Cancer. But this is a really good reading, Cancer. I like where this is going. So definitely thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.